The PS1 era was golden. If you ask me, this was the best time ever to grow up with video games, particularly if you're an RPG nut like me. This list will be counting down the 10 RPGs that mean most to me. So yeah, there may be a bit of nostalgia involved in here, but I still have absolutely no reservations about recommending each and every one of these games. And what are your top 10 RPGs from this incredible era? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's get things started. Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete is a remake of the original, which was previously released on the Sega CD. It really is the whole package. The plot, the writing, the characters, the voiceovers, the gameplay, and the soundtrack all combine to create a highly enjoyable experience. This is one game that should be played by all JRPG fans. Personally, I was a big fan of the great writing and anime cutscenes back in the day, and if you can somehow get your hands on this, it is definitely worth a shot. Unfortunately, this one's a little difficult to get a hold of, with no sign of a remaster or Western PSN release. Breath of Fire 4 is the only in the series I've had a chance to play, which is a little surprising considering how much I loved the game. Well, I do actually have a copy of the 5th, but after watching my friends play it all those years ago, I decided there was about a million better looking games out there, so I passed on that one. The uniquely cute graphic style, the fishing minigame, and turning into a freaking dragon is what stood out for me. And as I'm writing this, it is seriously making me want to go back and play it all again. Maybe I should start with the first game. What do you think? Final Fantasy Tactics was huge and still holds quite the following today. To me, this is the tactical RPG at its best. It not only offers highly addictive gameplay and an ass-kicking job system, but it also presents the player with a deep narrative that has a fair share of plot twists. You can also recruit Cloud into your party, which I found pretty bloody awesome. This truly is what a strategy RPG should be, and for fans of the tactical genre, you need to play this now. Now, I have some odd memories of the Legend of Dragoon. I remember being 13 years old, doubled over in pain after getting food poisoning, but still unable to take my eyes off the screen even while being sick into the bucket next to my bed. Probably a little too much information there, but that was the Legend of Dragoon for me. While it did have its fair share of flaws, the absolute insane cinematics and the battle system which required precise button inputs when attacking really helped make this game so incredible. Oh, and the dragons, that is never a bad thing. Like many other RPGs on this list, I really feel the need to replay the Legend of Dragoon. It's been far too long. I am about to say something that may offend you, so brace yourself. You ready? Okay. I like Chrono Cross more than Chrono Trigger. There, I said it. I know a lot of people who had a problem with Chrono Cross because it wasn't exactly like Chrono Trigger, but that's no reason to take away from what's on offer here. The huge cast of characters, the loads of endings, and the dimensional travel is what won the game over for me. And who can deny that exceptional soundtrack, often labelled as one of the best gaming soundtracks ever? Why they stopped at Chrono Cross is something I will never understand. I am still waiting for Chrono number 3, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Final Fantasy games dominated this era, so it's only natural for them to feature on this list. The final PlayStation installment stuck with the winning formula from the previous games and set it in a more fantasy-like setting. Many consider FF9 as the pinnacle of the series, and I can see why. The ending to this game will always stand to be one of my favourite endings of all time. Seriously, I would not judge you if you shed a tear here. With a cast of iconic characters, a moving story, and a memorable atmospheric setting, FF9 is another masterpiece that should be played by all. It's gotta be somewhere on the list, right? Final Fantasy VII has taken the crown as best RPG ever by many gamers, and it isn't too far off for me. Not much else can be said that you don't already know. FF7 revolutionized the genre and also proved that JRPGs could sell outside of Japan, which had a huge impact on the industry for years to come. Some standout memories for me was hitting the Golden Saucer for the first time, finally obtaining a Golden Chocobo and destroying that ass known as the Emerald Weapon. We're all aware that a remake is coming, hopefully within the next decade, and I just hope that it can live up to the magic of the original. Long live FF7. I was a bit late to the Xenogears party, only playing it for the first time in 2009, but the hype was well justified. Xenogears is amazing. I still don't believe that any other single game has managed to tell such a deep, engaging story driven by a huge cast of incredible characters. To me, this game was close to perfection. If it wasn't for the final disc being rushed, then this game could have possibly been number 1 on the list. But seriously, if you value quality narratives and characters in your RPGs, then look no further than Xenogears. I have such a love-hate relationship with Suikoden. Love because it's hands down my favourite series of all time, and hate because Konami are a bunch of jerks who have let this series die. Suikoden 2 is such an incredible game and is also the best of the series. If you can take anything at all out of this video, let it be that Suikoden 2 must be played now. Seriously, if you're at work, quit your job, go home and play Suikoden 2. If you're giving birth, close your legs, go home and play Suikoden 2. There are so many things that make this title so incredible. The characters and the story are among the best I've ever seen in any media. The plot deals with war, loss, friendship, loyalty, betrayal, and manages to evoke just about every emotion imaginable. The fact that there are over 108 characters to recruit to your army is another feature that helps make Suikoden such an incredible experience. The fact that this game didn't take number 1 spot breaks my heart, but nostalgia goggles. To me, RPGs cannot get any better than this. The fact that this was the first RPG I ever played and that I lived it, dreamed it, and ate it is what tells me that there is a shitload of nostalgia involved in this one. Wow, I fell in love with everything about Final Fantasy VIII. I had about half a dozen separate save files for the best parts of this game so I could replay them over and over again. The Ragnarok scene and that giant garden battle are prime examples of this. The music, the characters, the story, kicking complete ass with the Lionheart. It's been about 10 years since I've had a playthrough of this. I think I need to do it again. Will any game ever top this for me? I think not. And there we go, my top 10 RPGs on the PlayStation 1. Making this video brought back so many memories. I really need to quit work and become a professional RPGer. Let me know what your favourite RPGs on the system are. For now, I'm going to leave you with a tune of nostalgia. Enjoy. This was Hellfire RPGs, thanks for watching. If you liked this, hit like and subscribe for more RPG content. Also, check out my Facebook page. See you next time.
Cold fire close to